Hey guys, my name is Cassie and I'm here with the Science of Golf Performance from Par for Success. So today we're going to talk about some at-home exercises, golf specifically, that you can do with little to no equipment. Right now I just got a club, any type of club will work, and we're just going to do a few drills that might help your swing and just some things that we always suggest for people to start with. If you're curious to see kind of where you're at compared to a lot of our golfers that we see every day and that you see on the course every day, make sure to check out the description below, click on the link and take our free at-home assessment. You'll get set up with a free call with one of our professionals here, and they'll go over that assessment with you, kind of pointing out some things that we might be able to help with. Also some things to work on for yourself, and you might just find out something that you didn't know. So let's get started here. We're going to start, like I said, just a nice golf club here. We're going to work on hip torso dissociation. So in the swing, you want to be able to dissociate or separate our hips and our torso, especially on that backswing, right? So to help that, I'm going to use this club and I'm just going to hold it across my chest here. So having it nice crossed that way. So first we're going to do our torso dissociation. So I'm going to come into my golfer's stance here, knees nice and bent. And I'm going to not move my hips at all. My hips are going to stay forward and not move. I'm not going to let my knees move at all either. I'm only going to use my rotation in my spine. So I'm going to rotate that spine as far as I can and then come back to neutral. Same with the other side. Rotate as far as I can, keeping those knees straight and coming back. And I'm just going to do this side to side, really using that core and back flexibility to get that rotation there. And as you saw, I was going nice and slow. I'm really trying to get that end range of that rotation there. So similarly, I'm going to be able to dissociate or separate my hips from my spine. So very, very similar drill, just different emphasis. So now I'm going to come down into that golf posture. Now my torso is not going to move at all. So I'm not going to get any shoulder movement, any torso movement, only in the hips. So I'm going to be here. So ideally we want this club to be completely flat the whole time. So I'm here, I'm going to just rotate my hips, coming back to neutral. Just rotate those hips, coming back to neutral. Notice how I'm not moving my knees to the side. I'm just rotating the hips. The knees will go with it, but I'm not swaying side to side. I'm really getting that rotation there. Might feel it a little bit in that low back, but we are there. So that is hip dissociation, and then the other one is going to be your thoracic or spine rotation there. So that's a good drill just to do at home. See if you're able to separate your hips from your torso and just practice a little bit, and that'll help with that backswing, be able to separate those. Also, a lot of what we do here at Par for Success has to deal with ground reaction forces. Make sure to check out some of our other videos explaining what those are and how that can help your swing. So one of those ground reaction forces that we like to focus on a lot is that vertical force. So that is the pushing through the ground in your swing to help generate force and power, especially with the driver. So in order to have vertical power, you have to have vertical strength. Vertical strength is going to be primarily in your legs, and it's going to be from that lead leg and that trail leg. In an ideal situation, you want that lead leg to be a little bit stronger, generate more power, especially related to golf. So I'm going to put my club down for a second here, and we're just going to focus on that single leg strength. So this is something you can do just on your own. You can hold an object of some weight. If you have some dumbbells at home, feel free to grab a dumbbell there. We're just going to practice some balance as well as that single leg power. So I'm just going to come to a nice neutral stance here, nothing crazy, and I'm going to lunge to the side. So I'm going to lunge down. So notice how my knee is tracking over my toe and this leg is staying completely straight. From this position, I'm pushing off this leg using my quad and my glutes to come into a stork position. So I'm using my core and my balance to be here. And then I'm going to come back to that lunge position. So keeping the chest up in this lunge position, and then I'm going to go straight up to that stork position there. So same thing on the other side. I'm going to lunge to the side. Notice how my chest is not going forward, my knee's not going out, and I'm really pushing those hips back, almost like I'm sitting in a chair. So I'm here, and then I'm pushing off, getting back onto my center of gravity. Whoop, I didn't do it right that time. Coming all the way up, using my core. Whew, there we go, finding that balance. And then coming back to that lunge position, going back onto that leg, being able to push off. So once again, that is focusing on that single leg power. You got to use a lot of that in that driver swing, especially that lead leg, really pushing off of it. Oftentimes you hear people sliding through their swing. That's going to help not slide through your swing and really generate that force through the ground. I'm going to pick up my club here really quick again, and we are just going to do some shoulder external rotation exercises here. So I can have this guy in front of me, doesn't matter what end is up, what end is not. I'm going to cross this elbow over my hand, and I'm going to grab the club up. So my hand is going to be right on the bottom here. The club is going to be directly behind my elbow, and I'm going to come to a field goal position. So that's just meaning that elbow directly outside of that shoulder, wrist right above that elbow. So I see you're in this nice position there. So this is going to be called a contract relax drill. So you're going to be contracting your muscles for a certain amount of time, and then you're going to relax them and get a little bit deeper into a stretch. So we're going to be mobilizing our shoulder here and working on that external rotation of the shoulder. So if I look at a shoulder joint here, internal rotation is going to be able to rotate it down. External rotation is going to be able to rotate that guy back. And especially with golfers, we need that external rotation, especially on that backswing and coming through. So arm is out, club is behind. I'm going to use this top arm and keeping this arm down here. I'm going to push that club forward. So I'm essentially trying to do this, but this bottom hand's not letting it. So I'm pushing forward for about 5 seconds, and then I'm going to relax, and then I'm going to bring that club forward with this bottom hand a little bit, getting that external rotation in the shoulder joint. And then I'm going to come back to neutral. So pushing forward for about 5 seconds, and then relaxing it, pulling that club back for about 5 seconds. So as you see me working on this, you'll probably see I'm getting some better external rotation in that shoulder joint just from doing it about 3 times. So I definitely suggest doing that on the trail leg or trail arm there, but also do it on the lead arm as well, just to make sure that both shoulders are both flexible and able to get that external rotation position. Those are 3 drills that you can definitely start on, just start working on. Like I said, click the link below in the description. That will take you to an at-home assessment that you can do in your own home with no equipment, and get on a call with somebody here at Par for Success and learn how we can help you. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to see more videos and how we can help, and just get some at-home drills to try on your own. Thank you so much.